Her face paint. You don't suppose...
You are the outsider who dealt with Capea, but you do not take the front entrance. I am the Ranga of this tribe, and will not hesitate to send your soul through Tangaloa's maw if you threaten my people.
You have the gift of our hospitality during this audience. Do not abuse it.
But will our hospitality be returned?
Mbeta softened his heart against outsiders. We have no need of clowns. What brought you to Oreo Kuiki? The enemy of my enemy is still an outsider, but a resourceful one. You are knowing that the purchase of foreign slaves is allowed in the Deadfire? Trading in Huana is a crime that even Onekaza could not ignore. To buy and sell kith is the work of monsters. These slavers hunt the waters around Oreo Kuiki. Like cowards, they shy away from the deeper jungle. They steal my people from their fishing boats and sell them like pigs at auction. Where is Onekaza to stop them? Someone must teach them the meaning of Wahaki vengeance, I say. Need? No. Want? Yes. My people risk themselves enough. For someone to earn my favor, they must put the tribe first. They must risk everything for the Wahaki. This is a poor beginning, but I cannot compel you to action. Our enterprising foes clump together in a small fortress on the tip of Crooksburg Island, northwest of Nekataka. My love, Aparo, lost his sister to these creatures. Akira, more of us will vanish if we do not cut out the heart of Crooksburg. Tangara, call off the warriors. I grant our guest the freedom of the jungle. Even though she does not commit to helping us, Aranga always has hope.
As you say, Ranga.
If you would come and go on Oreo Kuiki, prove yourself a friend of the Wahaki. What say? You came to know this how? You are not drawing your weapon. It is a good thing that I am observing this. To buy and sell these slavers hunt they steal my people from their fishing boats and sell... Just so, good outsider. I trust you know your way back to Crooksburg? My love, Aparo. The Wahaki show outsiders that we know their deceitful face. My ancestor knew this face well. She recalled its every hateful curve to the Wahaki history. We wear the bone-white grimace of our enemies and take power from it. Akira, outsiders know better than to draw close to Wahaki lands. We leave the symbol of the War Club as we have for generations. A warning, I say.
That war club looks like a much older version of the leaden key insignia.
One which goes unheeded. I know only that they clang and clash like foreign names.
Your Excellency, I come to warn your people. Your presence among these ruins is an affront to the gods. You must remove yourself, lest you face the gods' wrath. The timeline of the gods is not for mortals to understand. But even their patience shall wear thin, especially after this warning. Your people cling tightly to their history. But where are these designs among your arts? Where is the carved Adra in your wooden huts? These places were not built by the Huana, but by an ancient people from a distant land. I have seen your murals, and I know that you will recognize this. It was my people who built these places, and now I come before you bearing their warning.
Why do you stare so? I know only that they clang and clash like foreign. Do not speak the name of those who felled mighty Ukaizo. Their spirits are unwelcome. We do not hide. We are protecting a way of life that others would trample under their boots. The trading companies would strip the land that the gods gifted us and unmake the works of our ancestors. There is much to protect in the Deadfire. Too much for any single tribe.
Speak freely.
Yes? That's like what he told the Glanfathans. I'll bet he didn't expect they'd kill him for it. Would have loved to see the look on his face.
Then the Wahaki are the painted masks. They've been serving the Ledin Key's interests for 2,000 years without even knowing it. Though not, it seems, in the way Theos intended.
People doing the wrong thing for the wrong reasons for thousands of years without even realizing it. Doesn't get more Ledin Key than that.
Belief is a curious thing. Once, the Wahaki believed they were guarding themselves against the Ingwithans, Theos' people. Yet over time, they became hostile toward all outsiders.
But don't you wonder if bearing that message was part of what made Theos who he was?
It's not just that the Wahaki misread Theos' original message. It fundamentally changed them. They went from being a large and well-connected tribe to a much smaller one defined by isolationism.
You see all the ninnying I suffer from this lad? Right sure 'tis rattle around in his noggin.
You know me too well. I've been chasing the Leaden Key, trying to undo the harm they've caused. But what if I'm only making matters worse? Might I be to blame? Have I made a grievous mistake in getting involved?
And I should stand by and simply allow it to happen? But perhaps you're right. After all, how did I think I could overcome 2,000 years of work in a single lifetime?
It seems I've been as misguided as Theos ever was. Well, knowing the gods came from Kith, it's easy to see how the world became such a complicated place. We're always trying to impose our own order of vision upon it. Perhaps it would be better off if we stopped altogether. It's not as though that's up to you or me, is it? Anyway, thank you. This has lifted a great burden from my shoulders.
Yes?
I must...
Our adventures together have been a welcome change of pace. I know I expressed my doubts about you earlier. I take them all back. When we first met in the Deerwood, you were struggling for your sanity. Now you're fighting for your soul. I can't imagine the weight of that burden. And yet you've borne it, and more remarkably. That's precisely what I mean. The gods have sent you after Aethys. And every power of note in Deadfire has their own plans for you. That puts you in a position of incredible influence. I've known you to be a person of rare kindness. Still, I'm pleased to see that you don't take your responsibilities lightly. If only more people thought as you do. I hope you'll remember this in the days to come.